Jumping straight into things, James Gunn has just revealed our very first look at David Corenswet's Superman. Let's jump straight into this image, break it down, and I'm going to explain and break down my thoughts on this upcoming Superman film. First of all, I would say it is an in-camera shot, so what you are seeing here hasn't been digitally altered, it hasn't been edited, and I don't believe there is much CG image. I wouldn't imagine that there's been much external or post-production imagery or editing done to this. So there is quite a lot to break down from this image. First of all, the Superman S, the actual Superman logo, it is kind of different to what we've seen in the past. It goes back to the original Christopher Reeve Superman. And even the colours and the colour combination, it is much more of a comic book look to Superman. And obviously that is what it seems like James Gunn is going to be going for with this upcoming Superman. No longer called Superman Legacy and simply titled Superman, which I think is a pretty solid idea to drop the legacy. But the suit overall, it has much more of a comic book feel to it. Man of Steel did go much darker with the tones and the colours of that suit. It was a darker, sort of more subtle approach to the Man of Steel himself. And with this, we can see a return to the original comic book colours. And I think when we are seeing something which has been shot within the camera, it is going to look very different to how it probably will look on screen. After the film has been edited and colour corrected, it is going to look very different. So what we are seeing here, will it actually look like this on screen? Probably don't believe so. James Gunn will have more of a comic book feel and approach to this upcoming Superman film. But my thoughts are that I'm not in love with this image. I don't love it. Again, it's initial image that James Gunn has released. And again, it is hard to have full thoughts on a Superman from one image. And there's been multiple times of this in the past whether it's Heath Ledger, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, even the Batman, it's pretty hard to have a full understanding of what that superhero is going to be like just from one shot of a suit. But my thoughts are that I don't love this image. This image doesn't blow me away. I don't think it's an incredible look for Superman. It kind of seems a little bit cheap, I'm going to say. That's what my first initial thoughts are. But yeah, looking at this, again, it is going to be quite hard to get a grasp of the Superman just from one image. But I do prefer the Man of Steel suit. I'm not going to lie. I think that is a better suit, and I think it looks better on screen just comparing this image alone. But David Corenswet as Superman, he's growing on me. You can see he's bulking up ever so slightly. He's a big guy, and he's filling out that Superman suit pretty well now. So I think this image does kind of sell him as Superman a lot more than the mock-ups and the photoshops which fans have created. But yeah, there is quite a lot going on. It obviously seems like an on-set picture. Although it is taken from within camera, it is an on-set picture, I believe. But the Superman S is the first thing which really stands out to me.
You just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark, because whoever that man is, good character or bad, he's going to change the world.
Boots are very different to Henry Cavill's Man of Steel suit. They are a much brighter red. And I even think the blue is much lighter. It's a much more, it is a much more vibrant Superman suit. Again, the S, I'm going to go back to it, but that is the biggest thing which draws me in. If you take a look at Henry Cavill's Man of Steel suit, it's much more dull, and the actual shape of the S is very, very different. Another thing which stands out to me is the cape, and the position of the cape is quite different, and the neck. He has like a half turtleneck, which is very different to how Henry Cavill's Superman suits looked. Yeah, that was quite low. Absolutely no clue what is going on in the background at all, but it looks like he could be preparing for a battle or, possibly a fight within Metropolis. Thank you guys for watching. Again, tell me what you think in the description down below. Subscribe for more, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.